Welcome back to Breakfast Television. Just about 7:15. We're back with Amanda Nash from the Heart and Stroke Foundation, taking a look at the DASH diet, which is a great way to reduce hypertension.
Yes.
Which is high blood pressure, of course.
Exactly.
Okay, so earlier we talked a little bit about the diet itself. There's 3 steps. You want to make sure you're eating certain things at certain times, and now you have a great recipe that we can try.
Exactly, yes. So this recipe is a flatbread recipe from our new Quick and Healthy cookbook. And like you mentioned, the DASH diet has those 3 steps. Number 1 is the fruits and vegetables, 8 to 10 a day. So we're going to get some fruits and veggies onto our pizza.
Okay.
The next one is a lower fat cheese, and we're using a lower fat cheese product today, a nice ripe mozzarella cheese that's lower in sodium and lower in fat. And then we're also using homemade ingredients, which means lower sodium. So we're on track with the DASH diet.
Okay.
So to get started, in my bowl here I have a mixture of some all-purpose and some whole wheat flour. That whole wheat, it includes the germ in there, and it's going to give you the fiber. And fiber is one of those key nutrients that's found in the DASH diet that helps to manage blood pressure.
Equal parts of both?
So right now it's equal parts of both, and I'm going to be adding in some instant yeast and a little bit of salt. So you have to add a little bit of salt with your baking because it does control the action of the yeast, but less is better. So we have a little bit of salt going in there as well. So we're going to mix that all together, and I have some hot water and some heart-healthy canola oil. So we're choosing a nice canola oil because we know it has a great combination of those omega fats, some unsaturated fats, which are really good for our heart health. So we're just going to mix that all together. And that's it. This is a very easy flatbread or pizza dough recipe that you can make at home, and you can actually put it in the freezer and store it for about 1 month in the freezer. So it's really easy. It makes making those pizza nights at home a fun activity for everyone.
Yeah, no kidding. And guilt-free, because you can feel good about it. It's a good choice.
Exactly. Lots of healthy nutrients in there. So after this, you're going to add some flour until you make it a nice soft dough. So about half a cup to 1 more cup of flour going in there, and then you're going to knead it, and then you're going to cover it for 10 minutes and bake it.
Okay.
So we don't have time for that, obviously.
Yes.
So here's an example that I baked already at home of our pizza crust, and now we're going to top it. So I'll get you to do that.
How long did you bake it for?
I baked this for about 10 minutes at 400 degrees.
Okay.
And now we're going to top it, and this is where it gets fun and exciting because we can play with all the different ingredients. So here we're going to add some pear. Now pear is a great source of fiber. It also has potassium, and fiber and potassium are part of what makes that DASH diet work. Also calcium and magnesium, and we're adding in some figs as well. And you can use dried or fresh figs. I have dried figs here, and those figs, again, they have the potassium, they have the fiber, and they have some calcium in there as well.
Is that good?
Yeah, just throw it all over the pizza. And then we're going to use that ripe mozzarella cheese I talked about. This bocconcini cheese, it actually has half the amount of fat and sodium compared to most typical hard cheeses.
Oh,
so it's a really great, nice cheese to use. And again, it makes that pizza a little bit more fancy, a little bit more fun.
Is that good?
That's great. Okay. Anything goes when you're making your own pizza.
And
these are caramelized onions. So that's really going to give it a nice, rich flavor, a nice extra pop to your bite. So you can top it those caramelized onions. The recipe is also found in the Quick and Healthy cookbook, and it's just some of that heart-healthy canola oil again, mixed with some garlic, a little bit of pepper, and those onions sautéed for about 30 minutes on the stovetop.
Nice.
Topping it with the arugula, and then we put on some balsamic vinegar and some oil. So just drizzle that on top, and the balsamic vinegar and oil is going to be our sauce for this flatbread, so no sodium added. It's an excellent way to top your flatbread.
This looks great. Quick and easy, too.
It is, and it's fancy. It's a great way to get those veggies in for your appetizers when you're hosting a party, really featuring some of those great nutrients that do us a lot of good for the DASH diet.
Okay, and this recipe you can also find through breakfasttelevision.ca, but you can also pick up the new cookbook, which this is just one of so many in there from the Heart and Stroke Foundation.
Yes.
Thank you so much.
Thank you.
All right, right now we'll check in with Jenna.